Hello, and welcome back to the channel. The name is Chev, also known as the Furious Chicken, and I am so glad you're back because today, well, there's not much to do today, to be honest with you. I just completed getting all those chests from my bronze accounts, and I don't think I will be playing today or tomorrow until at least after the end of the season, so it's time to look for other things to do. I mean, I still have other stuff to do, of course, that are not games. I have work, but right now I decided maybe we're gonna take a 30 minutes to maybe an hour break, play some of the other games that I play, while we talk about some Splinterland stuff, you know, if you're interested. As what I mentioned before, I play a lot of card games before I stumbled into Splinterlands, and one of those games that I really like playing is Magic the Gathering. And since the pandemic, of course, because we can't play physical cards and go to stores to play with other players, I was quite hooked playing the online version of the card game. So if you're familiar with Magic the Gathering, this is how it looks like. Magic the Gathering, this is how it looks like. I have no idea if you can hear me right now. Hello? Yeah, I think you can hear me, right? Oh. I don't know, I'm not sure. Quite hooked playing the online version of the card game. Does anyone hear me? You're familiar with Magic the Gathering. Double check. Hello. Gumagana ang aking mic. Hello. Hello. Oh, hello. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, right. I forgot. I can't hear myself, but then I remembered that I have my speaker turned off. That's why I can't hear myself. You can hear me. Alright, well, anyways, that's how it goes. That's normally how it is. There's always something that I mess up at the beginning of a stream, and that's what it is today. What's up, people? What's up? Were you able to finish playing your last effort to get to maybe a higher level in the leaderboards? I don't know. Do you play the leaderboards? Because I don't. I mean, I did try this season. I mean, not really try, because I don't really rent leaderboard level cards. But when I noticed that the leaderboard for silver in the Modern League for some reason only needs around 2,500 to be part of the top 25, like 2,400 to be part of the top 25. I decided to give it a try like a few days ago, because I only play with the cards that I own. I don't really rent cards unless I need a specific summoner so I can play for my daily focus. But most of the time my daily focus is either life or death anyway, and I have those summoners, or if not, I will reset it to have an ability focus. So even if I use earth or life, I still get to use my cards. Plus I have dragon summoners rented for like 2 weeks, so I can always play other splinters whenever I want to. It's just that I would need to have the dragon splinter available, because I do not have the other splinter summoners like earth, for example, or water. Yeah, that's true. How about you though? Games World. How do you want me to call you, Games World? I don't remember if you told me your name before. But if you prefer me to call you just Games or World or NFT or Gaming or GWNG, that's totally fine with me. That sounds cool, actually. It sounds like a radio station. GWNG. Good morning. This is your GWNG reporting today. Games World is fine. Awesome. Awesome. Of course. Thanks. Yeah. Yeah, so I have 14 bronze accounts this season. I did lend my other 2 to some other people who were playing them for me. Though I don't know if I will keep on doing that for next season, because I realized that when I at least give it 3 or 4 hours, I can play all 16 accounts and get them to around 10 to 14 chests every day. Though, as much as possible, I don't really want to run my bronze farm manually 3 to 4 hours every day, even though I can get like almost 200 chests every day. But we all know how that looks like. Not the best. I'm in gold 2, but I have max bronze cards. Oh. Okay, well that's an interesting choice though, bro. Do you use those bronze cards for your gold 2 matches, or do you rent other cards so you can compete in the gold league? Because most probably those bronze cards will not be good enough to compete in the gold league, right? I mean, I do have the power for the gold league, and I have quite a competitive deck when it comes to silver, but I don't think they are good enough to play in gold. Last time, I noticed in the leaderboard, the highest leaderboard player like a few days ago, maybe around 5 days before EOS, was like 2,300, and I was around 2,100 at that time, and I thought maybe I can get to the leaderboard even without renting strong cards, you know? And I did try, but it does look like once I get to around 2,100, I just can't get up anymore, and for some reason, actually it's kind of weird. Even though I have like 2,000 plus rating, I get matched up to like 1,600 and 1,700. See, 1,700 rating players. So when that happens, even if I win, I only get like 3 rating, and if I lose, I lose like a lot. So that is one detriment as well for some reason. I don't know if it's because of the programming or if I'm just unlucky, but I keep getting matched to other people that are way below my rating for some reason. Use bronze card to play in gold. It reaches a certain way in the game, but I played in gold for the chest. I get more packs there. Oh, well, that's true. That's true. I mean, we don't really have to win all the time, right? So long as we get to win. I think if you're playing in the gold league, if you get to around 50% win rate, even a bit lower, you still can get a few chests, maybe 6 or 7 or 8 chests every day. And if you're only using bronze cards for that, I think that's awesome because you don't have to spend as much. I mean, the good thing about the modern league is that you don't need to have a lot of power to compete in the higher leagues. Even right now, I can get to gold 2 just by having 70,000 power. Right? Yeah, 75,000 power, and I can play the gold 2. Weird. So yeah, here it is. I'm gonna try to play this game because I just enjoy playing this game a lot. And what I like to play is called, I don't know if any of you played Magic before, but there's this format in Magic the Gathering. It's much like Modern and Wild in Splinterlands, you know? But in Magic the Gathering, it's called the Draft. So basically what's gonna happen is that each player gets to open like 3 packs of cards that has 15 cards each, and you draft those cards. That means you open the packs, and then you pick one card, and then you pass it on to the next player. And usually there are like 8 players, and that pack will revolve around you until there's nothing left, and then you open another pack. And then once everything is done, you get 45 cards, because 15 cards per pack, and then each of you gets to open 3 packs. So out of those 45 cards, you get to create your deck. And Magic the Gathering is like the basis pretty much of all kinds of card games. I'm assuming including Splinterlands, because trading card games aren't really a thing. before Magic the Gathering. Yes, there were trading cards and there were card games, but trading card games started when Magic the Gathering was invented in the 1990s. And then Pokemon happened, and then of course Yu-Gi-Oh came around because that was super popular because of the manga and the anime. But yeah, Magic the Gathering started it all, and it's cool because the card looks really awesome. Games World says, I get Chaos Legion packs if I play in Gold, opening the chest, but I never tried to play in Modern Bronze to reach the leaderboard. Oh, right. Yeah, actually, the competition in the Modern Bronze is quite high. Especially since there's a lot of other lineups that are kind of difficult to counter, because bronze cards generally are not as strong as the cheaper cards in the Bronze League are not as strong as the legendary cards, right? Because they don't have levels yet where they get to unlock their abilities. Combos like Lamacrons are still annoying, and if you really want to compete, you would have to have those kind of cards in your lineup, at least, and some other ones like Valnemors or Alrics or Prince Renin, right? And Kitties and Yodins, those kinds of hard hitters that would make you would have to invest thousands and thousands of these just to rent if you don't own them yet. But I think your strategy is awesome, because that way you get a lot of Chaos Legion packs, right? I mean, I did get some Chaos Legion packs, but that is for my silver account, and I think that is really lucky. Last season, I don't know if any of you guys remember, but if you watch the end of season rewards that I got from my silver account whilst EOS, I got 2 packs from my silver account. Like a legendary and 2 packs from my silver account. But everything else is just bad, especially my bronze accounts, because for some reason I always get a lot of merits. Like common cards, merits. We might as well just change the name of our end of season stream, right? Instead of Happy Rats and Burbs Day, we might as well make it Happy Rats and Burbs and Merits Day, you know? Because we're getting a lot of merits. I mean, I get the value of the merits, and I like getting merits in my main account because I'm a part of a guild and I want to buy Gladius packs. But for my bronze farming accounts, you know, it isn't really the best. But that's not the fault of the game, you know. It's on me, right? It's their prerogative to change the rewards however they want, because it's their game, and I'm only here to enjoy the game and earn on the side. So no hard feelings for me. This is a really strong card, but I don't like playing red. This is a really strong card, but I don't like playing red. What should I do? Might as well just take it, because it's good. Sacrifice an artifact with mana value X. Present target artifact card from your mana with mana value less than X from your graveyard to the battlefield. Okay, that looks interesting. And that works well with my Ogre Head Helm. This one is good as well. This one works well with this one. Is there any card that I can just keep on sacrificing? Sacrifice this, get this one. You know what? I'm gonna take this one. Let's experiment a bit. Okay. This looks awesome. This looks better. Works really well with my scrap welder. I'll take this. I'm looking at the top player in bronze, and that person looks like they rent their cards. Yeah, I know a lot of people playing in bronze actually, Games World, and yeah, they do rent their cards. Most of the time, they play like the last few days of the season, and just grind it from 0 rating to like the topmost, right? Because they don't really want to play every day. because they don't want to waste DEC to rent cards. What they do is that they wait for the last second or third day before, last 2 or 3 days before EOS, and then they check the highest rating. For example, the highest rating is 2,300 or so. So they will rent all the most expensive and the strongest cards they can use in bronze, and then shoot their way up from 0 to like 2,500 or 2,600. And once they get there, they just won't play anymore. They'll just rent the last day so that they have the power. But since it's bronze, they don't have to, right? That's only applicable for higher leagues. And that way, they have like a 300 rating cushion, and they know that they will be part of the leaderboard. Even if for some reason they don't get the top 1 anymore because someone else like plays at the last day and get to beat them, that's totally fine. For sure, they will still be part of the top 20 or 15 or however many they pick to give rewards to at the end of the leaderboard. Yes, this is Magic the Gathering. Yeah, I love playing this game. Yeah, I just enjoy this game a lot. Okay. This is interesting. I don't want to play red. And I like Tamio's completion. I can get this one as well, but I don't want to combo too much. This is a really good card. You know what? I'll take this one. Okay, more red cards. Okay, this is a good card. It's a removal. Yeah, I think I should take it. Okay. Okay, more boars. Should I go mono red? That is the question, right? I can try go to mono red, but I might lose. Beginning of your combat. Ooh, okay. This one works perfectly with my deck. 3-1. I can sacrifice artifacts and then bring them back with my scrap load. Any of you guys play Magic the Gathering? I'm a big fan of this game. Army of Industry. Turn target artifact. Artifact. This is not looking good. My deck looks bad. Never played, have to look it up, but I have heard about it for many years now. Yes, actually it's one of the oldest card games out there, and most trading card games actually, if not all, base their gameplay out of Magic the Gathering. And yeah, Magic the Gathering started the trading card game genre. It's really cool. I really enjoy playing this game. I believe I started playing it around 2012, and the main reason why I started playing Splinterlands is because I play a lot of Magic the Gathering, and I looked for a trading card game like Splinterlands, that I mean, a Magic card game like Magic the Gathering, and Splinterland is what Google search gave me. That's why I started playing Magic the Gathering. I mean, Splinterlands. Fudge. What is going on? My brain isn't working well. Sorry if this is a boring live stream for you, but if you have any question with regards to Splinterlands, feel free to let me know. It's just that right now this is some sort of a downtime for me, but once I'm done with this live stream, I'm gonna have to go back to work. So let's see. Right now I'm just trying to build this deck here because I'm playing a version of Magic the Gathering. It's called Draft, where you get to pick your cards when by opening packs. I have 7 other players. There's like 7 other players playing this with me right now, and we get to open 3 packs each, and then each of those packs has 15 cards instead of the 5 cards in Splinterlands, and take turns taking 1 card from a pack and then passing it. This is the last card in this set. We'll be opening another pack. There we go. Actually, one of the reasons why I am playing this game right now is I'm working on a video on how to teaching Magic the Gathering players how to play Splinterlands, because I know a lot of people that plays Magic the Gathering, and I haven't really had the time to, never really had the time to go to a local game store, even though, you know, the pandemic is over and all. But I haven't been able to go to a local game store to recommend playing Splinterlands. Instead of that, I decided, you know, I might as well create a video that will show Magic the Gathering players how to play Splinterlands, so I can maybe have them join us and play the game as well. The awesome thing that's why I think Splinterlands is perfect for Magic the Gathering players, is because Magic the Gathering players spend a lot of money playing Magic the Gathering. Okay, yes, given that they also earn from Magic the Gathering, not just because of tournaments, but because you can resell cards, because they're, you know, actual cards, physical cards that you can resell in the local game store. And depending on how they are using the meta, much like Splinterlands, you can resell those cards as well. Though, the amount of money that Magic the Gathering players spend to build their decks is way more on average than Splinterlands players, I'm telling you. Like, a single card can cost around, I'm not I don't spend a lot when I still play paper Magic the Gathering, but I think I spent to around $20 to $30 to buy a single card, and I know people that spend hundreds of dollars to buy cards. Yes, they do have physical cards, Games World. Actually, it started more of a physical game, and they just created an app as well that works pretty much the same as the physical card, so it can be available for those people that can't go to the local game stores. And the idea is that people can play a free-to-play version of the game online, and it's a way of them practicing as well at home. And then once they go to their local game store, most probably they're already used to playing their cards because they already played it in Magic the Gathering Arena. This is called Magic Arena, the app version on your PC or on your tablet. So once they're used to the cards online, they can just go to a local game store or in one of the online stores to buy the actual physical card, so they can join actual tournaments in local game store. And the cards look really awesome. One of the biggest reason why I like this game is because the cards looks really cool. Man, my deck looks bad. It really looks bad. You might not know if you don't play Magic the Gathering, but my deck looks really bad right now. For some reason, I decided to play all red cards instead of getting... See, this is where the idea of the Splinter's colors come from. So sometimes if you see Splinterland's player mention the color of the card instead of saying the specific Splinter, like saying green instead of earth, or you say blue instead of water, that is because that person plays Magic the Gathering. And in Magic the Gathering, we call them colors of mana. So there are black cards and green cards and white cards and red cards and blue cards. There are 5 colors of mana. But in reality, they're called differently. Officially, the black cards are death, or the mana that they produce. No, not that. That's swamp. That's swamp. Black cards are swamp. Green cards are forest. White cards are plains. And then red cards are mountains. And then blue cards are islands. So yeah. Yes, that's the reason why. Because when you play Magic the Gathering, yeah, most of the time that's how you call them, by the color. To be honest with you, Yeah, interesting. I don't know if, because you see, sometimes because Magic the Gathering has been, a trading card game for so long now that when you see new kinds of card games like Hearthstone, when it just came out, Legends of Runeterra, if you played that card game from League of Legends, or Yu-Gi-Oh, for example. Well, not really Yu-Gi-Oh. Other cards like Pokemon cards. When they have like these mechanics, sometimes you can't not associate them with Magic the Gathering, because most of the things that card games do, especially the newer ones, appears to be some sort of a derivative of something that Magic the Gathering already does, you know? For example, the mana cost that you see from Splinterlands cards are the mana cost that you see in these cards as well. You see that number on the top right corner with the forest icon and then the number 2? That means this card costs 3 mana to cast, but you have to spend 1 green mana and then 2 of any variety of color. This one costs 2 to cast, but requires 1 plains and 1 of any kind. And then this one only costs 1 mana, but you need to pay 1 mountain, so that's a specific mana color. And this one costs 4, but you can pay us any kind of mana as you want, you know? So that's usually how it goes. I'm not sure if Dwayne did play Magic the Gathering, but I won't be surprised if he did play Magic the Gathering, because it's quite popular, especially, before the advent of social media and all of these online games. Because, before, people play a lot of card games or console games, right? I mean, people still play console games right now, but most of the card games, especially the physical card games, have turned digital. But there are still some people, especially old people like us, that still play the physical version. Yes, I am old. If you can tell, I am super old. Well, not really super old, but I'm old. So far, I haven't been able to get a lot of good artifact cards. All of these are red cards. Yo, what's up, Funny Facts? What's up, what's up, what's up? I am 29 years old. I turned 29 this year. So next year, I'll be 30. Yes, that's how old I am. Is that considered old? I think I'm old. Maybe. Is it? Can you tell me if that's old? I'm old enough to say that I did write 19 whenever I write the date in my elementary days, but not the last 2 numbers, the first 2 numbers. So I guess that's old. Looking at the most expensive card online right now in Magic the Gathering, and Black Lotus is 150,000. Yes, that is the most iconic and most expensive card in Magic the Gathering, actually. That is true. It's worth that much now? I don't know though if people still has that card, but if you do have that, you might as well get it checked and sell it, because it'll probably buy you a house. I used to play this, but I stopped because their mobile was not available in PH at the time. Oh yeah, I don't think it's available in mobile yet, Harris, but it is available on a tablet if I'm not mistaken. Though I only play it on my PC. I'm playing Draft right now, by the way, and it doesn't look like I have a good card. I mean, I have a good deck, because for some reason I decided to go mono red. You're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to splash unless you have like a strong bomb card. Bomb cards are cards that can just win you the game on their own. I don't have that, and I have no idea why. I don't have one. Not old for me, I am 31. Oh, we're almost the same age then. Okay. I gotcha. Well, I guess age is relative, right? Is it though? Yeah, I think so. Because some people are old but they don't have wisdom. Some people are not that old but they're wise for their age. Because things happen. Where am I? Yeah, I think I'm going all artifact even though that's stupid. I shouldn't have done this, but we're already here, so might as well. You know what? I'm gonna go all in artifact. Games World is 40. Oh wow. I did not realize that. That means you enjoyed the 90s way more than I did, bro. That is awesome. 40 was 22, 32, 1982. So you were born 1982. So that means you were a teenager around 1990s? That is awesome. Yeah. Can you tell me more about it? Because I was only able to enjoy like the end of the 1990s, right? I was in elementary school around 1998, 1999, and then early 2000s, you know, before social media and digital phones took over. I remember one of my older phones was an old Nokia brick that still has an antenna on it, and then there's this super small screen that's barely an inch in height. I mean the screen, where you can only see like 3 lines of text at most. I don't know. That is my first phone, and I remember that. Guess we're gonna go aggro. We are going to go super aggro. Yeah, that's true. I agree, man. When I was whenever I say when I was, I always think of that the Chemical Romance song. When I was a young boy, my father. So stupid. Took me into the city. Anyways, where was I? I guess I can go all red cards and just try to be super aggressive. Man, this looks really bad. This is already the 3rd pack, and I don't have a single strong card yet. most likely, I'm probably gonna lose. Yeah, I'm probably gonna lose this one. But I might as well give it a try. I remember when I was like in elementary school. You see, let me tell you a story, my friends, on how I got my first Game Boy. Okay? Let me tell you a story on how I got my first Game Boy. I don't know if you're interested, but that's fine. I'm gonna tell the story anyway. So, when I was in high school, I think I was around 12 or 13 years old. Because here in the Philippines, high school, because you see, we now have K to 12, right? We now have senior high school. But when I was in school, we do not have senior high school. We have 6 years in elementary school and then 4 years of high school, right? So I started school when I was 5 years old. I was done with elementary school at 11. So I was in high school between 12 and 15 years old. So when I was 12 years old, 12 or 13 years old, I remember I'm already a big fan of Pokemon because when I was in elementary school, I know a lot of kids that has, I mean not a lot, but I do know kids that has their own Game Boy or the Game Boy Advance. You know, the one that looks like the horizontal version. Oftentimes they're colored blue or violet. Or are they violet? I think they're blue. And then there's this other one that looks like a brick, right? I know some kids that has both. And I've been a big fan of Pokemon. And then when I was like in grade 5, one of my cousins gave me a book where, you know, one of those guidebooks, and it's a guidebook for Pokemon Gold and Silver. And it has those Pokemon pictures and gameplays and items and all those kind of stuff. So yeah, that's the backstory. And I like playing, I imagine that I play the Pokemon games just by looking at those books because we can't afford a Game Boy, right? Can't afford a Game Boy. My parents can't buy me one. I don't know how much it is, but I've been fascinated by Pokemon to the point that I like try to play Pokemon in pen and paper style just using that guidebook that my cousin gave me when I was like in elementary school. So fast forward to when I'm in high school, I think around second year high school, one of my classmates, he's a delinquent by the way, he's a delinquent, well he's not my classmate, we're not in the same class, but we're on the same year, and he was a delinquent. So I did see him trying to sell this Game Boy that I don't know if that's his Game Boy. Probably took it from some other poor kid, right? I don't know. I don't want to assume, but it's probably what happened. So he was trying to sell that Game Boy, and I've never had a Game Boy, so I was fascinated to know that someone is selling Game Boy. So I asked how much it is, and he told me it was 800 pesos. That was like $16. That was $16. He's trying to sell an old Game Boy Advance when I was around 13. What year was that? So that was around, I don't know, 2005 or so. So what happened is that I told him I do not have $16, but what I can do is that every week I can pay him $2. Every week I can pay him $2, and in 8 weeks, in 2 months, I would have paid $18, okay? But he's so eager that he just wants it out of his hand, so he did agree to that setup. So what I did is that I paid him $2 that week, and then the next week it was the same. Now the thing is, during the third week, when I was waiting for him, because around lunchtime, right, I'm gonna give him the $2 payment, I didn't see him anymore. And that's the same the next week and the week after that. So 3 weeks straight he's not showing up, so I'm unable to pay him that $2 that I owe him for the Game Boy, and I already have the Game Boy. And by the way, he gave me, there's a game that he gave me together with that Game Boy for free. It's Dr. Mario. So I do not have a Pokemon game, right? I'm playing Dr. Mario for like a month. The question is, where was he, right? So I did ask around, and I learned that probably because he was a delinquent and he's a bully, that he got expelled of the school. He got expelled. And that is the reason why I don't see him anymore. And because he was expelled, I didn't have to pay him anymore. So I pretty much got that Game Boy for $4. Because I only had to pay 2 weeks. And one other lucky thing about it is that here in Asia, I don't know if it's the same in any other parts of the world, but here in Asia, most of the time, we have a time in class where we go out and we clean the surrounding area of the school, right? They make the kids do that, and we did that. That one day, I already have the Game Boy, and while I was cleaning the backyard, there's like tall grass and all in the backyard of the school. I found this small blue brick, and it appears to be a Game Boy Color game. You know, not the smaller game that you see in SP or DS, right? It's the bigger square Game Boy cartridge. And when it doesn't have a label or anything, but I know it's colored blue. And then when I tried to use it with my Game Boy Color, it is Pokemon Blue. It is Pokemon Blue. You know, that version that is supposed to have Squirtle or Blastoise on the label. That is the cartridge that I found while I was cleaning the backyard of the school. Though there's still a problem because it does look like that's an old card, and that's an old game. And it's actually interesting that it still is working because most probably it's already been subject to the weather. It's in the backyard, so most likely it has dirt and all. So the battery is shot. If I turn off the game, I won't be able to retrieve my save file. I can't retrieve it because the battery is shot. See, you need the battery. You know, the big circle battery that you normally see in your wristwatches. That's the same battery that they use inside those blue Game Boys. So I can't save. And you know, the thing with old Game Boys is that they don't come they're not for chargers, right? They do not have chargers. You would have to put batteries on them, AA batteries. And if your battery is dead, or you know, once it gets depleted, you would be forced to save the game and then replace the battery and then relaunch wherever you left off. But the problem is that since the game do not save anymore because the battery inside the cartridge is not working anymore, I would have to play the game from the start to wherever I can get to using one set of batteries. Okay? We'd have to do that. And I remember my siblings and I, that's what we do. And we have to play constantly for hours because we do not want to turn the game off. And if ever we're getting called to do other things at home, or if ever we're gonna eat lunch or something, we would have to we have to play in turns. So I would have to play like for an hour or two, and then if I have to do something like house chores and all, I would have to pass it to my siblings, to my sister or my kid bro, and they would have to play it. And then that's what we did until the battery, usually an Everready battery. I don't know, is Everready a universal brand or it's just something from the Philippines? But yeah, we would have to look for coins around the house just so we can afford to buy a battery so we can play that game. And that has been like that for I don't know, months or years, until I finally get to afford to buy my actual first Game Boy cartridge, which is Pokemon Yellow. You know, the one with Pikachu on it. And I thought it was around $3 to buy, so I did save up $3 and gave it to my mom. And then one day she brought home that game, and you know, I thought I paid for it for $3. And then looking back at it, many years when I actually know how much stuff costs, I realized that no way that cost just $3. So she probably added some of her own money just to get me that game. Okay, so that was an awesome thing to do. shout out to my mom. She was awesome. Yeah, and that was the story on how I got my first Game Boy, my first Game Boy game, and how I played it, and all those kind of stuff. Man, I'm so sorry if I'm boring you with all of these personal stories, but that's how it went. That's how it went. Oh, that's... Okay, I gotcha, I gotcha. It's 6 p.m. here, my friend. But thank you for hanging out, as always. I really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Sorry, there's not much Splinterlands content today. It's mostly just me chilling and trying to play this game and telling stories. You keep safe, okay? Especially since it's early in the morning. Don't forget to bring your water. Bring a bag, just in case. Bring your wallet in case you pass by someone selling a bike for $1. Yo, see you later, my friend. Thank you for hanging out. Okay, where were we here? So I need this as a removal. So this will allow me to draw a card. This is a combat trick. I don't think I need that. This will pump my creature. This is support, another support card. Aggro, another support. Aggro, removal. This. Aggro. I think I need this. Aggro. Aggro. Removal. Aggro. Aggro. Removal. Aggro. Removal. Aggro. Aggro. No. Right. Okay. Okay, let's try playing this game and see how it goes. I'm gonna show you how this game works, okay? I should have done that like an hour ago. But I was still drafting. Okay. Here it is. I don't know if you can hear it. Okay. Okay, this doesn't look good. We're gonna mulligan it. Okay, that's a little bit better. I'm probably gonna lose this anyway. Man, they're using a ninja then. So either summoning monsters and dealing damage or returning monsters. Cool stuff. Why did I do that? I'm probably gonna use this back. I did something really stupid. No, we're probably good. Okay, let's just play one more game, and I'm probably gonna end the stream then. It's a... It's a nice chill break for me. Then we're gonna go back to work. Fudge. Aren't you excited for tomorrow? It's the end of season. I have a few accounts to open. Will I be opening the other two as well that I lent to other players? So I would have 17 accounts to open tomorrow for the end of the season. That's tomorrow, right? It says here it's 2 days. That means tomorrow, right? Ooh. I've been promoted? Whoa. I'm an officer now. In our guild. What? What? Okay, that's awesome. Okay. Much better. Much better, much better. First there, I summon Kamano faces Kakazan. Cards looks nice, don't they? I wish one of these days we would have cards like these as well. Gameplay that a UI that looks nicer as well. You know? Okay, let's look like I will be able to win this by being super aggressive. Wish we do not have a mass removal. They have a mass removal, I'm gonna lose. I think I'm good. I think we're good. The idea in Magic the Gathering is that we get to attack by tapping cards. So you actually have to play this one like Yu-Gi-Oh, right? Like Pokemon. You actually have to play the game instead of just building your deck. But I understand that that's one of the appeals of Splinterlands, and I like it the most because I like building decks, but I don't necessarily like playing the game like this because it requires you to think a lot and adapt to situations, and I don't know, I just don't like that. I prefer planning instead of executing, you know? I'm the kind of guy that tries to figure out what needs to be done, but not the guy that actually does the thing. Still 2 days before EOS. Oh, it is, right. That's true. Let me just double check. Man, really? 2 days? Yeah, so not tomorrow, so the day after tomorrow. I have 56 chests to open. I hope I can get it to maybe 60-ish or so chests before the EOS. Though I won't be playing my bronze accounts anymore. My bronze accounts are like... How much do I have in my bronze account? I'm gonna show you right now. Alright. I think I already won this game. Yeah, I think I already won this game. Unless they have something in their hand. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. I got trample. Got this. Unless they have... Oh no! Fudge, that's bad. Okay. They even got ice. Okay, that's annoying. That's annoying! Why did you do that? It was so annoying. Oh, fudge. That's big. You think you already won this game? You think you already won this game, my bro? Yep, you probably did. Fudge! Okay, that was on me. I did not realize that's what's gonna happen. Bad. This is the reason why I know my deck was full of small creatures instead of big creatures. It has trample, so I can't do anything about it. Okay, well, that's interesting. I have to kill it, right? I think I have to kill it. If you buff it, I'm gonna lose. I'm gonna kill it. So I take 1 damage. Die, get a 1/1 token back. A lot of big creatures, my friend, and I got a lot of land. This is starting to get really annoying. We don't have a trampler anymore, so I can just chump block, right? bad for me. Hey, chunk block it. Take it. I will take it. Like a man. Why do I keep on getting lands? That is like... the heck? I am flooding. What the heck? This is annoying. I'm flooding. I'm gonna lose this freaking game. I have a choice. I have to double block and hope for the best in my next draw. This is stupid. I'm flooding a lot. If they drop a big creature, I'm gonna fudge. Yep. Okay, and then there's another land. What the heck? Why do I keep on getting lands? That's annoying. Okay, let me just readjust my deck. I can only lose 3 times, and then I lost this draft. And I would have to redraft and play another draft. That is annoying. Okay, let me just drop my land to just 15 instead, and then add another card. That's super annoying. Let's see. Yo, what's up? What's up, bro? Armin, what's up? Armin just joined our guild, by the way. Yeah, I'm not playing Splinterlands today. I just finished farming my bronze farm accounts. So right now I'm just chilling, playing some other game. This is called Magic the Gathering. It's one of the older games that I enjoy playing. Can I add to my deck? Don't need the mana. Go with this and see if we can aggro them. Or maybe not. You know what? I'm gonna play one more game before I go. Okay? I am so sorry if this is not our regular Splinterland stuff. I just want to play this game, and I've been trying to find reason to play this game this past few days because I've been so busy with work. You have any other stuff? What? I mean, I'm assuming that all of you guys are like me, right? We're like around our 20s or 30s doing work as well, aside from playing NFT games. What do you guys do for a living, if you don't mind me asking? Oh, that's awesome, bro. Are you on a ship right now, or are you docked? Is that the right term? I don't know the terminology for you guys, but that's awesome. That means you get to, according to Katy Perry, travel the world. Right. You get to travel the world. You're in a vacation. That's awesome. That's awesome, bro. How often do you get vacation? Like, is it a scheduled regular thing, or is it something that you get once your trip is done? How do you do that? Or do you go on a vacation every time your ship docks somewhere, right? Because I don't know how seaman stuff work, but I know that you get to travel everywhere. Three months on board, 2 months vacation. Oh, I see. Wow, that is a long vacation, my friend. And then once the 2 months of vacation is done, you already have your next boarding set up, or do you have to like look for another job? Is it a regular thing that it happens 3 months, 2 months in the same company, or do you have to keep on looking for a new ship to board whenever you're done with the vacation? Oh, okay, so that is not the norm then. Yeah, I was thinking as well, because 3 months on board, I mean, is that a cruise ship? How does it work for you? Or is it more of a cargo ship? And why is it that you have 3 months and then others has 9 to 12 months? Are you like the boss? Or you just choose to take one of those smaller boats and then and then paddle your way back to the docks to the beach every 3 months? Oh, okay, I see. Same company. That's awesome. How long have you been doing it now? Oh, okay, offshore. Okay, so offshore vessels. I see. So does this mean... Okay, let me see if I understand this right, because I'm really curious about your setup, right? I'm under the impression that offshore vessels are vessels that do not travel with cargo from one country to another country, right? Yeah, see, yep, I agree. I gotcha. Yeah, that's what I understood as well. Offshore vessels, you mostly really drill oil and gas in the middle of the ocean, and then once you're done, you just go back right away. Compared to cargo ships where that has to travel like around the world and take their cargo wherever they have to take them. I see. Have you had experience for both kinds of setup, or have you been doing offshore work since you started working as a seaman, bro? This became an interview kind of session, right? Your work is interesting. It really is, because I mean, I know that we have a lot of Filipino seamen, but you know, I'm not very familiar with how it actually works. Right? So I am curious to know more about what you do. You never know when I get asked, when you can get asked about these kinds of questions. Right? What if someone asks me what seaman does, and they're gonna give me $100 if I get the answer right? Right? see. Oh well, it does appear to be quite difficult to travel that long and then not be able to come back to shore and do other stuff, right? You can only assume how tough it might be. How long have you been doing this now? It looks like we're gonna win this one. Okay, that was a wrong decision. I should not have done that. I should have went with that first before. Anyways. Free unlimited internet. That's awesome. That's awesome. How is the ship internet function though? Since you know you're in the middle of the ocean. Is the reception okay? Do you need to use Starlink satellite? How does it work? So that was 10 years ago. Man. You have a family here in the Philippines? Or I think we're around the same age, right? Well, no, not really. I doubt it. Because 2013. Oh yeah. 2013. I just graduated college then, so you probably did too, right? That's not bad, especially if it works, right? So, I guess that's okay. 2 Mbps. I remember when I was in high school, no, when I was in college, our internet connection at home was around 2-3 Mbps, and we pay like $20 for that. It's around 1,000 pesos, of course. And then when I worked in a call center here. And yeah, like you, I did work in a call center as well before I landed my job right now. I was shocked that people can actually get up to... that internet can actually get up to 200 Mbps. Because I remember our internet... the internet that we offer in the call center was like 200 Mbps. And my internet at home was like 3 Mbps. And I was shocked when people were complaining why they were only getting this much, like only 100 Mbps when, and it's supposed to be slow already when I can work with my internet okay, even though I only have 3 Mbps at home. So anyways, tangent over. Call center. How long have you been working in a call center though? Because it looks like, so that means you were working in a call center prior to 2012. Did I get that right? Because you've been sailing since 2012, right? I'm always flooding. I'm flooding a lot. I should have had this card if they did got discarded. I should have gotten another Starlight campaign. Oh right, I did not read that right. After first contract, not before. Okay. I got you. I see. How long did you work in a call center though? 'Cause I mean, it's not the easiest job. Call center, I mean, some people, it works for some people, but not for some. And for me, I mean, I worked in a call center for like 5 years, and it's not really that. It's not for me. I get stressed out a lot whenever I go to work, especially because, you know, how commute works in the Philippines. 1 year on board. Then 6 months for call center. So why did you work for a call center though? Were you out of contract then, or do you just want to try it out and see if it's for you, or were you waiting for a ship to board you? What happened? I'm sorry, am I asking too many personal questions? It's just fascinating sometimes to listen to people and their stories, because I'm sure there's a lot of interesting that had happened with you being on board that ship. I've never been in a ship before. Never had. I'm thinking of the best terms to use. Because I've never been in a boat, and I've never been on a plane before as well. I mostly stick to methods of transportation that sticks to the ground, you know? Because I'm scared like that. Oh, okay. So you did. I see. That makes sense. That makes sense. What course did you have to complete for you to be eligible to board ships? Is that like a 2-year course, vocational, or is it like a bachelor's degree or marine related courses? What are we talking about here? Okay, so where do you offshore then? Just around Manila Bay or Subic Bay? Okay, so that's like your OJT. You have to be on board even before you graduate. Interesting. What do you think is the best thing though about you being on board those ships? What is the best thing about this kind of job? Oh, that is interesting. Okay. Well, you've been to many places except around the Philippines. Okay. Weird. Why is that? Really? I mean, I don't think it's that bad. Is it really that bad? I mean, you get to travel the world at least, right? Quite a small ship. I mean, well, if it's not a cargo ship, that makes sense. But yeah, being inside a ship that small for 3 months could certainly be suffocating after a certain amount of time. Interesting. Do you get to like dock in like another country and at least get to enjoy it for a few days before you leave? You know, I want to frame it that way, because if you've been around the world, which country do you think is the best place that you've ever landed on? Where? Which one? Norway? Sweden? Denmark? Yeah. I mean, those countries are awesome because they have... Their setup for between democracy and socialism was awesome, right? I mean, yeah, given they do have a high tax rate, but you can see it from... You can actually see how much... you can actually see their taxes in their social work, so I guess that's still super worth it. Especially Norway. I understand Norway is the best country in the world. Because when they found... Right? Because when they found oil, what they did... What they did was... If I'm not mistaken, okay? What they did was reinvest whatever they earn in that oil in other companies around the world, so that they get their oil get to earn money from around the world, and then they get to reinvest that and deposit that in like the bank accounts of their people. So everyone gets a lot of money directly from the government from the profits that they get from their oil money. Unlike like countries like Venezuela, where they just spend all of the money right away to social services, right? I mean, at least that's what I could be wrong. What do you like the most about those countries, bro? Probably gonna lose this one as well. I hope not, but I'm probably gonna lose this one as well. Or... Nope, they don't have anything in their hand. not have reach. I can attach it to this one. Then I can attach on the top. Oh, drop. There we go. Beautiful scenery. Okay, okay. I mean, that's awesome, bro. That's awesome. I wish I can go to those places now. Maybe I can afford it in the future, you know? But I guess I would have to travel around the Philippines first. Maybe if we earn a lot from this YouTube channel, I can use that money to travel around the Philippines. Because so far I've only been around Luzon. But the farthest that I was able to get south was Bicol. And then north was, I don't know, Baguio. But I've never been to Visayas and Mindanao. Just the Luzon area. Most of my life, I'm in Zambales, Subic Bay, and then the other half here in Bulacan, Quezon City. Anyone watching right now that was able to travel, you know, around the world? What's the farthest place that you've been to in the Philippines? Anyone in the chat? It's the same for you then? Yeah, it's the same for me as well, bro. It's the same for both of us. Farthest is Bicol. North is Baguio. Same, same. Those are the places that you can easily get to just with... Yeah, just a bus ride. I agree, I agree. I agree, just a bus ride, that's true. What, did I just lose? Did I just lose? I think I lost. 7 plus 4. Oh yeah, I did lose. I didn't realize I'm already losing. Anyways, you know what? It's been a fun conversation, my friends. I really appreciate you hanging out, even though we're not talking about Splinterland stuff. I like hearing your stories, to be honest with you. I just love listening to these kinds of awesome stories. I really appreciate you sharing your time in other countries as well as what you do for a living, Armin. I hope this is not the last conversation that we have. Maybe we can do other streams like this where we just get to talk about, you know, your experiences and all, and hang out and chill. But for now, I guess this is it for me. It's almost 2 hours. I didn't even realize it. But if you guys want me to give you something, maybe drop your IGN if you play Splinterlands. You know, Splinterlands has been awesome for me since I started playing it, and I want to share whatever I get. Not much, but it's something. So drop your IGN and maybe I can send you some once we end the stream, okay? Though if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do so, because we do a lot of Splinterland giveaway and a lot of content as well related to our Splinterland content. And, I guess that's it for me for today. Again, thank you. I really appreciate you hanging out. I want to talk to you again in the future. Armin, Harris, of course, Games World, Funny Facts, everyone that hang out and talk to me today. I really appreciate it. Once again, this is Chev, also known as the Furious Chicken, and I will be back with another one, my friends, real soon. Goodbye. Thank you for your time.